Hello, everybody. Okay, so I said I was going to do a quick review of the Mummies of the World. Is Mummies of the World exhibit at the California Science Center. It's on. You can go there. They'll be there. I think they are there until August. I think. Don't quote me. I think it's August, but you can go and see. Now, I liked it. I myself, this is a review now. For me, this is my personal opinion. I've always been fascinated with Egypt, with Egyptian culture. It's like on a bucket list place for me to go and spend some time. And I think um, I liked it. It, but it was kind of um, in some aspects, it was misleading for me. Now, it may not be for other people. Other people might just go there and love the exhibit because there was this one lady, she loved it. She was like, oh my God. But for me, I just wish it was a little bit longer. They had mummies there from Peru. They had like the little basket mummies that you see, the ones that are frozen. They had two of those there. They had two mummies from Egypt there. They also had a family of mummies from Hungary. They also had canopic jars. They had cartouches there. They had excuse me, the amulets that you put inside of the mummy. Um, they had those on display. They also had the two mummies from Egypt. They were two priests, and they were actually still in their sarcophagus. So they had the top of it lifted, and then they had the bottom, the mummy resting in the bottom. So you could see how the sarcophagus was made, and you could also see the mummy inside of the sarcophagus. There was also they had like a head there, a mummified head. They had a mummified foot. They had a mummified cat, like various animals that were mummified. But the family, it was a father, a husband, wife, and a little baby. Baby was like one. It was Voss Mountains in Hungary. They were more of, they seemed like they more had were dried out instead of being more mummified in the traditional sense, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, where they actually go. Same thing with the Peru mummies. They looked more like they had been frozen in time, and they were just frozen. So that was kind of fascinating. You could not really see, you could see kind of the mummies that were in the sarcophagus, but you could really just you could tell that they were there. You could see a little bit of them. You could see their legs and stuff, but they had the death mask on, so you wouldn't really be able to see them. But it was actually overall a fascinating exhibit. I wish it was a little bit longer. I wish it might have gone, maybe. I wish it would have been a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like they could have maybe expanded it a little bit more. Maybe they just didn't have enough mummies, or they didn't get them in time or something. But I know for me, I just wished it was a little bit longer. The honestly, for me, the saving grace of the whole thing was they have an IMAX theater there, and you could go and see this. This is actually Egyptian mummies. They mainly focused on Ramses the Great. So they mainly focused on Ramses and his monuments in Abu Simbel and Karnak. So you really got to see a lot of that in the film, and it really focused on him and his wife, and they did a lot of with the mummies, and it was kind of fascinating actually, because it was mostly AI, and yeah, it was mostly AI, and they went through the museum. If you the Grand Egyptian Museum, another bucket list place, um, they went there and they actually went and saw the different mummies. So that was what um kind of and all of that you can see it had 3D the 3D glasses and stuff that you would watch with the IMAX. It was $10. So it was like $10. The exhibit itself is $28. So if you want to go, and it's actually a separate exhibit. Like if you go to California Science Center is usually free. You can go see stuff. But if they have certain exhibits that are there for a short time, or they're on loan or something like that, you're gonna have to pay for that, um, to go see that exhibit. So that was pretty much. Yeah, I liked it. I did like it. Like I said, I just wish it was a little bit longer. So yeah, I could have spent forever, because by the time I got to the last, mummies, I'm like, oh, is that it? Like it was other people that were in there that was looking at me. They were saying the same thing. They were like, that's it. So we all kind of felt like it was a little bit short, but maybe they'll come back like next year, and it'll be longer. It'll be the whole thing will be longer. The whole thing will be better. It'll be a little bit better, because I think they had a lot of detailed things. And what I did like about it is, if it was something on display, they had description in the front and description on the side, so you could always see what it was about. And some of them, when you went in, it had a description on the wall. I posted the pictures, some of the pictures on my Facebook page. I will post those also on my Instagram, and probably on my TikTok as well. And so you'll get to see exactly what that was. Also, my Portland vlog is up. The Portland vlog is up. Um, so I hope you guys like it. We had a lot of fun. It was a lot of family time. So I didn't really, and a lot of times I was doing stuff, I was just kind of in the moment, and I would forget to have my camera out. But when I did, think about it, it was like, oh, let me video. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time up there. It was so much fun. They're supposedly fixing the roof. They're not, but that's neither here nor there. That's a separate vlog. But I hope you guys like the videos and pictures. If you go to my Instagram, my Facebook, and my TikTok, they will all be there. And you guys can just kind of look to see what I was talking about the mummies and the heads and stuff like that. It was so much fun. I did enjoy it. I'm actually looking for another, because the Luxor Hotel has an exhibit there as well. It is specifically based on King Tut. It is, I think, the Secrets of King Tut's tomb. I think that's what it's called. And you actually walk through. They have recreated his tomb. I posted those as well. They have actually recreated his tomb. You walk through, and like they have like sites where, like, okay, see what Howard Carter saw. And so you kind of look, and they have like a hole in the wall, and you can look through, and you could actually see what he saw. They posted like pictures of the inside of the tomb as it was, how Howard Carter saw it. And it's like three of them. So that was like fascinating to me. And then they recreated his entire tomb. They recreated his tomb. They recreated his burial, his death mask. They recreated his sarcophagus. They recreated this, and it was a extremely fascinating. I even got, because I was so fascinated. I'm trying to go back and see. I got the King Tut. I got that one. Yeah, so Discovery of King Tut's tomb. This is my case. See, that's what it is. Discovery of King Tut's tomb. So that's what, yeah, I went and got that. I got my little keychain. So I enjoyed it. That was one that I was like, okay, I got it. This is like a double. This is something I can go see several times. So yeah, like I said, it's one of my bucket list places I'm actually researching, because if anybody knows, my book has several of their gods in it. So I'm always researching. I'm always keeping up on the information about it and making sure that I'm up to date on all of the cultural situations because my book has different cultures in it. I'm always trying to stay up to date. I'm always trying to make sure I'm in the right. I'm also I will consult my friends who are of the descent. Like I have Korean friends. I'll call talk to them and see if I'm doing, if I'm making sure the character is right for that culture. I have Indian friends from India, and I'll do the same with them. Also, like African friends, I have that, so basically I'm making sure that I do it right. I do have a friend from Brazil, Natalia, and so I, yeah, talk to her. So it's, we try to keep it, well, at least me, I try to keep it, up to date and making sure that, okay, this is right. Am I doing this right? So yeah. And they're like, yeah, 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 that's fine. Or they'll be like, no, we don't do it like that. You need to change it to this. And so I'm like, okay. So yeah. That's why it's taking a little bit longer than expected, but I am publisher shopping for my book. So yeah, this is what's going on. I am extra busy these days, getting my treatments together for my book, get my treatments together for my travel show that I'm trying to have out, Mo's World Adventures, Mo's World. And so yeah, I'm just trying to stay afloat, guys, trying to stay up on it. I'm a little bit tired. I had a long night, so yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, all the pictures and things are over on TikTok. We're on Facebook and Instagram. So have a good day. Bye.